R.I.P. to all the real niggas worldwide.
Influencer, lifestyle coach, aka I don't have a real job. Oh, yeah, he looks like a tool. I'm sorry. Is this someone that I should like?
I don't think we should let Kate see that because then she might get ticked off.
No, that's good. Like press play or something on one of those. Just listen to one of his videos real quick.
I already don't like him.
Yeah.
I'm already annoyed. No, I'm already annoyed. This is
Shout out to the CIA.
Rent a boo. Nope. Nope. No. Rent a boo episode.
Okay. The first original business.
The first original business.
This is the oldest exchange. I give you food, you give me sex. Yeah. It's always been that way.
No.
So,
yeah, he's crazy. He be wilding out. He be telling girls
crazy.
like, get off the show.
No. If
they over
like
a certain weight.
Bet you he has the smallest dick ever, because that's small dick energy right there. That's a small dick energy.
Hey, I told C that one day. I was like, yo, we need to go after this guy. Fuck with him.
Small dick energy. Nothing says
right, when you see him, right, that's real.
I'm insecure, so I'm gonna talk down to a woman who is supposed to be someone to like who looks up to like men will never ever get a respect of a woman by talking to them like that, like playing like nice.
I told C that. I was like
what are you, 18?
Right. I told him now. I was like, the way he comes off is like he, is just talking down. And I was like, some of the shit he says, some of it, because it's a fact, it's like it's like what we talked about before. If you are only making $24,000 a year, how are you expecting this guy? You want a guy that's making six figures? Like that don't match.
Now that's like one of those like all looks, no action type of people. Like you may dress nice and you like look nice, right, and you like talk like you complete your sentences, but inside you're shallow and hollow. And he's probably one of those people that just surrounds themselves with stuff and calls himself successful, but no one calls him on his birthday. And really
that's deep shit. See, that's the women's mind.
Like you basically have a bunch of people around you as decoration to show your success, but you're really a hollow, sad person inside. Like
right.
Sorry, small dick energy right there.
All right, so we calling Kevin Samuel small dick energy. You heard that on the Real Unapologetic.
Make sure you bleep my name out so he doesn't find out where I work. And God, that'll be my luck.
Nah, you be good. Hey, we got you. You didn't see it, smack his ass. We'll smack him a couple times, smack him around, it'll be all right.
It's just like, why do men show up that way? That's like so unattractive. I don't know. That's so sad.
But what gets
me, what? But he's go ahead, see.
What gets me is that women constantly call his show.
Right. But I think it's they're also getting some type of something, $100, you know what I mean, to be on the show. They're getting something as just to get slandered the whole show. You know what I'm saying? The whole show that he's like, and it's not all of them, but it's 90% of the guests.
90% of them.
So the women that are calling in, and I don't know this person obviously.
Yeah,
and I'm
definitely.
Assume, right? The women that are calling in are the type of, now I'm not going to say type of women because I don't like to generalize, but these are the types of people who cannot validate themselves. So they need someone outside of them to validate them. So they're going to call someone like this guy who looks good, acts good, talks good, and say, oh my God, I have this issue. And that's their validation. It's kind of like those people that are super insecure, but they post something on their Instagram and are constantly checking. How many likes did I get? How many comments did I get? Like, how many viewers did I get? Like, that type of insecurity attracts another type of insecurity, right? Like, so the type of people that are engaging with that, I can tell you right now, if I was to call in, I'd be telling him he's a freaking small dick. That's probably what I'd say. I'm sorry. I had.
We're gonna have you call. We're gonna have you call, Kay.
We can call her right now. Who are you, Kevin? Let me call your mama right now. She probably. I'm not gonna assume this, but like everything always comes back to your childhood. How were you raised? And there was probably a little bit more energy in terms of you show up in the world with the flashiest shoes and the nicest car, but it's okay because when you get home and you can't pay your water bill, you're still fine.
Real shit.
You're successful and you're hollow and you're shallow as a person. Sorry.
No, listen, it's real. I said this to C. I said in the beginning when I first seen him, and I said the same thing. I was like, the way he talks to women, and I can't just blame him because they keep showing up.
Oh yeah, it's not.
They keep showing up looking for the validation. You know what I'm saying? They keep showing up, and they want that 5 minutes of fame to be on there to be like, I was on there and I just got talked down to. It's not just him. You know what I mean? And majority of women are young. They're between ages like what, 21 to what, 25? See?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, so they're young women and they don't know any better because, you know, like you said, he can complete his sentences and he has a degree, so he's coming off like he knows what he's talking about, so they're afraid. They're intimidated by him. Just like men that are intimidated by women who have their shit together, those women are intimidated by him. Which, like you said, that's that small dick energy. Real, yeah. Yeah. I'm with you on it.
I'm telling you, like, that's probably going to be one of my questions. Why do men always show up with small dick energy?
Hey, let's get it. All right. Kay, thanks for bringing us into it. So I got a new name for you, Kay. LL Cool K.
What?
Ladies love Cool K. That's what it is. LL Cool K. You know, I was watching the show, the 23, episode 23, and I was like, so that's the name I gave you on the show. I was like, LL Cool K. That's K right there. I was like, ladies love. You know what I mean? Because like, yeah. So that's what you got to go by right now. LL Cool K. You know?
I don't think I'm as cool as LL Cool J, but I will take it because he is my favorite.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, just LL Cool K. That's what we going by on the show. That's you. You know, I'm Unapologetic Reef. We got
the real C.
The real C, you know? So yeah, you LL Cool K. So that's what we going with.
Good.
But no. So welcome to another episode of the Real and Unapologetic Podcast. The Samuel what's his name again? I just forgot his name real quick.
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels edition. The Kevin Samuels edition. I'm gonna sit here on my chair and ask questions and downgrade everybody that I talk to. No.
How do I take back looking his profile up? Because now it's probably gonna show up on all my feed.
Yeah, as soon as you put it in. Yep. That's it.
So rude.
All right, so this is men versus woman. Secrets revealed. And you know, tonight we were supposed to have another guest. We got stood up.
Yep.
We don't know why. Maybe the content was too harsh, or you know, I don't know. I don't know what it was. But bottom line is, we're gonna keep the show going. The show must go on. It must continue, regardless of what, you know. And what I'll do in place of our guest not appearing, I'm gonna go get me some wine, so then that way we can add some more to, you know, because I know LL Cool K got her wine over there. I know she's sitting in there with the hot. It's hot right now, Kay.
I mean, I have wine. I'm just like really annoyed by this guy, whoever his name is. I already forgot his name. What was his name?
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
That even sounds like a tool bag name too. Wow, I'm so mean. Make sure you edit that out, okay?
Nah, we leaving all that shit. This is
the real unapologetic. There's no apologizing.
No. Right.
I don't need this guy trolling me. Luckily, my Instagram is super private.
Yeah, so we just, you know, it's good. So see, you know, what's the feature of the show? I'm not looking at anything. I'm doing this. Everything is just, I'm freelancing this whole freestyle on this whole episode. So I'm not looking at it. All right. I'm gonna let you're gonna be the conductor of this one. See, You conducting it. You know what I'm saying? You are the conductor.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
And what's the feature on the show today? What's our feature today?
Well, you know, like we always say, we want to take care of people's minds, but we also got to get them to start taking care of those bodies too, getting in shape, doing the things that are healthy for you.
No doubt.
Today's featured product is the Hydrow Rowing Machine. These guys redesigned and re-engineered the rowing machine with some new technology, and it actually makes you feel like you're rowing on the water. You got a nice 22-inch screen in front of you. You can actually pick different scenes and places that you want to be rowing on. If you want to row on Lake Geneva, you can pull up Lake Geneva. Starts at $22.45. The name of the company is Hydrow. And right now they got a special going on, $200 off, and save another $150 on free shipping. And it's almost like, I guess, the Peloton, because you can join the monthly program and get a like a fitness instructor to coach you through your stuff and everything. But when you take a look at it, I mean, it's a nice, sleek. It looks like they built it to be aerodynamic, almost like but it's nice. It's not like the ones you see in Planet Fitness and the other gyms. This one is nice sleek design. They showed a couple of videos. It's nice and silent.
Nice. So that's nice. That's a nice price range right there. Sounds similar to the Peloton. The Peloton is very popular. So yeah.
I don't know. When's the last time y'all been rowing?
It's rowing. Man, I went kayaking, but
let me tell you, I remember the last time I went rowing.
And it's a workout.
It is. The next day, the only thing that wasn't hurting on me was my feet. Everything else was done.
Yeah.
The rowing is a full body workout, man.
No, it is. You're right, because I had to row the whole family once, and I'm like, yo, that was a killer.
We row at CrossFit, but this is not the same. The one we use is kind of like it uses air as a compressor to make it harder. But that's
okay.
I would rather row than get on a bike, though. Like bikes are.
Oh, I love bikes. I could bike all day. That's my thing.
I think I would rather row all day. That was the thing. Row around the lake. In circles.
No. Yeah. So, all right. So, see what's up with what we got?
We got the day. Yeah, we got the real take next.
The real take, right? Like I told you, I'm freestyling, freelancing, free all that.
Dude, I got you, yo. I
got you covered. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Yo, the real take for today is. I just want to make everybody, my thing, one of the sayings I always have on the show is know the law. Okay, if you're going to get into something, know the law. Now, just digging into this, I think how people are always talking about, they're coming to get your guns. They're going to get your guns. They're going to take everybody's guns. They're not going to take them. They're going to let you give them up. And what I mean by that is all these states are now legalizing marijuana. Okay? However, marijuana is still illegal federally.
Right.
Okay? So if you're caught with marijuana, like by an FBI agent on a federal case, they can bring charges against you for having possession of the marijuana. If it's in the state will be like, hey, no problem, whatever, it's legal here now. But to the feds, it's still legal. But however, a lot of people that are out here getting excited about the legalization of marijuana in their state don't realize that it's still illegal federally. And also, it's a federal law that anybody who uses marijuana or any restricted drugs is not to own a firearm. That's punishable by 5 years in jail and a $10,000 fine. So people that are in these states that marijuana is legal and own guns will actually be in violation of the federal law. And if you think that it's just as simple as filling out the form and saying, oh no, I don't use drugs, if they catch you, they add more time to your sentence. So people know the law. If you always talking about, oh, they're coming to get our guns, they're going to take our guns, you're going to give them up. If you're smoking weed and shooting, you just gave up your gun. So the choice is yours. Keep shooting.
It's also a setup, though. It's a trap, too.
Yeah, because most people don't know the law.
They don't know the law, right? So they're going to get caught up with it, right? I get it.
Yeah.
Boom,
So,
yeah.
Know the law, people. Know the law.
Don't give them that 2-for-1, right? They get your gun and you. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it, right. So what's up with the fuck up of the day?
Fuck up of the day. Look, we and you, we grew up in the hood. Kate, did you grow up in the hood?
Yeah.
I don't know if the islands have. Yeah, islands got the. Yeah,
islands got hoods, man.
Yeah, islands got the hood. I'm just saying, you know, hoods with coconuts and berries and shit. You know, hey.
I was that good kid that hung out with the bad kids.
Yeah, you look like it.
Yeah.
All right, well, we grew up in the hood, and yo, Reef, what's the crack man known for? The crackhead on the block. What's he known for?
You get fucking great, the best deals ever.
The best deals from the crackhead. You just sometimes you can just order. You can tell him what you want. Yo, I need some rims for my car. Yo, I got you. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
For real, that's serious. That's serious. Come back with 4 wheels. Yo, you want a whole. Back in the days when you want the whole freaking entertainment system, he bring everything, the whole Akai, the whole system, every speakers, all of it. How much you need? $40.
I got you. What you need? Well, I'm just here to tell you that you don't always get the best deals from your neighborhood crackhead.
Shit.
Okay, this guy apparently bought a 55-inch screen television set. Nice joint. Bought it off the crackhead. Crackhead said, "Give me $50." He took it home, and only thing he could watch on it was the McDonald's menu. The crackhead stole it out of McDonald's, and those televisions are pre-programmed.
Yo, yeah, that's funny.
Whatever, man. That's where like the best deals come from. Ceiling fan, a couch.
See, that's when you need your local IT, because I could have freaking helped them out with that, because we actually did, you know, and I don't want to say, but we do the installs for a lot of the McDonald's, those digital signage boards or whatever, the menu boards. And I could have helped them out with, he can watch all other channels too. Hey,
so homeboy is standing in front of the television.
Who else got one of those TVs? Because
he's just like this. That's all he's watching. At first he thought it was a commercial when he turned it on, but that's all he watches all day.
Hey man, that's like the original eBay, is getting something for a really good price.
No. Right. That's funny, yo. That's funny. That is funny, yo. Hey, wow, they got him. Yeah, so
they got him.
Yeah. So what's up with the get the fuck out of here? See, what's up with that? What
yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. You know we don't pull no punches on this show, but I'm gonna tell you, fuck you, Alexa. Serious.
Wow.
Y'all got an Alexa in your house. Amazon is starting. No, who's Alexa? Alexa is Google or Amazon.
Alexa's Amazon.
Amazon, right? So Amazon is rolling out something called the Sidewalk, where everybody's in the neighborhood Alexa is connected and can communicate with each other. Now they say no personal information is going to be exchanged, but what they don't tell you is that it's going to roll out on the 8th. And I think you have until tomorrow to opt out. Otherwise, you're automatically enrolled. Now they say it's to make the network stronger and to help people find lost objects.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I can tell you right now.
No, it's not.
Why they rolling that out?
If it's like an expert in infrastructure, he can tell you that's not true.
There you go.
We were already listening.
Give us the scoop, Brief.
Everybody's phone has an IP address, which is Internet Protocol address. So your IP address, your phone, any device, and that has, like, every device has a MAC address, which is the same as your home address, street address, and it's attached to your street address. So every device that you have, your phone, that's why, you know, with your GPS location, they can track you, because that's attached to your IP address, which is attached to, you know, your home address. So they could track you no matter where you go. And then All the antennas are also, they have MAC addresses that are attached. So that's why when people ping, they ping you off of, and they say, oh, he was right he's 5 blocks from this location. Is because everything is connected. Every device is connected. So if you don't want to be connected, you have to cut off all your shit. Power down. Do not be connected. Do not be online.
Just leave your phone at home.
Leave your phone at home. You cannot hide.
And if you have a Ring doorbell with Ring cameras, you got to opt out. You got to opt out before tomorrow or you're automatically enrolled.
You said the 8th. Yeah, opt out. So
get
your ass out. And
That's
man, I knew it was going to happen.
That article does not say is that it's already happening. It's just these are other devices that are kind of projectile of data. So your phone, no matter where you go, is a constant feed of data. So if you're, like, for example, if 2 phones are constantly right next to each other, you're already gathering information and sending that out saying, like, I am close proximity to this person. So that's why people in your household start getting ads that you've looked at or you're in the same one.
Well, let me say it like this.
It's even a device now.
Right. I'm not with crimes and shit on saying, go out there, but I'm saying if that's your style and you out there and you trying to take somebody out or whatever it is you got going on, do not have your goddamn phone and stuff with you, man. Don't have your car connected to Bluetooth and all that. You going, listen.
Yeah.
This world is connected. And when I say connected, everything talks to each other. Everything communicates to each other. Sometime at night, my Alexa will be beeping and I'm like, I'm not even doing shit. And it'll just be like, bing. It'll do some like sound like a bing. And I'm like, and I'll unplug it. Like, what the hell? I ain't asked for it.
He's asleep now. Come on over.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what this, you're right. That's what they're doing. They don't know because you set it up. You go, what do people do? Alexa, set an alarm for 4:30. So they know he has an alarm set for 4:30 so we can come kick his door in at 3 because he don't wake up till 4:30.
Yep.
Listen.
That's why I don't have an Alexa or a Roomba or a Arlo or a Nest or any of these because of the type of connectivity. Like your house knows what time you're home and can record all of your movements, and God knows a lot of people are walking around their houses naked with a bunch of untethered devices watching and listening to you.
And guess what? Blink, the cameras that you got in your house, they also have MAC addresses that's also connected to Alexa that you also set them up together on your Google Nest. You know what I mean? So all those devices are talking. So the moment you walk into your front of your house, that camera sees you, spots you, takes an image of you, it sends it to the Alexa, and whatever network that's connected to, whether it's the FBI, police department, whatever, they have you, man. They're tracking you and watching you. Now the thing is, I'm in IT, so I love gadgets. I got shit all over. I got the Nest, I got the Alexa, I got cameras in the front and back. I got every kind of freaking laptop. The thing is, people ask me through the years, like, yo, how come you never got a freaking virus on your computer? Because I know how to surf and I know how to turn shit off. So yeah, I've never had a virus, man. Never. But because I know how to surf, and that's I know how to surf, and there's a way that you can surf without getting viruses. You don't got to pay for Mac, all that McAfee and all that stuff is a ripoff, man. But like I said, we can't tell too much stuff. We can tell some stuff, and that'll be another show where we can talk about that and kick it, because there's a way to surf and browse, and you don't got to pay for all that stuff. But again, like I said, that'll stop. Those companies are getting those recurring payments, and they're making money. That's how they make money.
The sidewalk is just one part of the infrastructure that's never been monitored. It's like we're monitored in grocery stores. Cameras watch where our eyes go. Like buildings, like federal buildings, airports, airplanes, everywhere.
Everything and everywhere.
Just, like they will put a camera on a sidewalk before they fix a pothole. Like this.
Listen, let me tell you how they're doing it. So they used to have these devices called people counters. So stores would have people counters. They were just regular. They were connected to the network, but they would just count people when they come in the store, right? And it would count it off of just the warm temperature, the body temperature. So boom, they would come in the store and they would count. And that's how they calculate of how many people that's in a store and how many sales that they need. So that's how they tell a store, like, all right, you had 100 people come in. Why are you only making, you only closed 3 sales out of the 100 people? So that's how they know to target. But now what they're doing in those same sensors, they're putting 2 cameras in them. So they can see everything that's going on. So there's no way the stores can bullshit.
Putting down.
Right. Yeah. So they can see all that. And then they also, with the people counters, they can also watch people and people that are outside the mall, because it catches everybody. It captures everybody from the front of the store. So every store, let me tell you, every store, the moment you step in the store, there's a camera on you. As soon as you step in the store, I install these. As soon as you step in the store, you go to Callaway, you in the shopping for green trees, you are on camera. As soon as the moment you step in, boom, you on it. Listen, there's no,
Yeah, and then you sign up for like their text messages for coupons. That's you.
Oh yeah.
Data.
Listen, and then they got your mobile number like that right there. All this stuff is connected, man. The moment you are connected, they are watching you and following you. They can follow every move you make, everything you do. Get secure in your life, because they're about to start punking everybody. Once they get everything set up and everybody set up, everybody's gonna be punked. Listen, they're gonna be on the show punked. Working from home, they're gonna be monitoring everything that you do, your time, your hours. You got a webcam, they're watching your webcam. Everything you do, they're gonna be like, nah, you didn't do that many hours. You didn't work that long. You know what I'm saying? So everything, it's about to get bad, man.
Yeah.
It's about to get really bad.
The thing that got me from reading the article is like, it seems like it's a one-time opt-out. If you don't opt out before the 8th, you have no choice.
Option. If you don't take this option, that means you wanted to be in. We're giving you the option to opt out, and if you don't opt out, that means you want to be in.
Yep.
So there's no other the other option is opting. The only option is opting out. If not, you win.
That's it.
So there's a lot of
people lost June 8th. Y'all have until June 8th to get in there and opt out.
Yo, so hopefully this show we put out before June. I get this one edited and put this one out first.
Not coming out after June 8th. If it is, you're screwed.
You're fucked. Right.
Yeah. Hopefully you're not looking at naughty things on the internet, because
hopefully not.
Alexa now knows your browser history.
Now that we're on that, let's just go into this real quick. If you're at work on your work computer, your laptop, don't use your work laptop on fucking anything nasty. Don't use your work phone to text your boyfriend to say mean things to him or send pictures. They can see all of that shit.
I'm in HR, so I can validate that.
Yes, I'm trying to tell you that they can watch everything. I'm in IT, and I'm telling you, we can log into your computer, remote in, and see your shit, and you wouldn't even know anybody remote in your shit. And they can see everything on there. They can see your text messages from your phone. Everything is on what they call a cloud. That cloud, everything. So what the cloud does is allow everything to be connected, from the switches to the modems to your cameras. Everything is connected within that cloud. Before it wasn't like that, but now with the cloud, everything is connected, and they go into one dashboard and they can see everything that you have. So if I was you, man, don't be using your work computer for stupid shit. Do something else with your time. Don't fucking fuck yourself and be like, I don't know why they fired me, because you be doing some nasty shit.
Just don't do stupid shit.
Seriously, that's the way you have to be now. Nothing is private. If you own a phone, you own a laptop, nothing is private anymore.
I'm in HR. I will validate that your work computer has literally a program that just monitors everything.
Right.
People think like you put your laptop to sleep or you turn on the screen. It's not. No, it's like computers are smarter than you. Like literally. I will validate, yes, every time you look at your Amazon box or you download something on Netflix or
anything,
go on anything. HR,
even if you think you deleting your browsing history, you being slick.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't work, man. Just stop doing shit. Get you another device.
It's like
get another phone, get another laptop.
with your like side piece, but on the bank statement it says otherwise. There's always evidence somewhere.
Right. There's no. Yeah. Don't get. I just don't want to see you with your pants down. On the fucking camera, man. Or the work, the work laptop, and you got your pants down, and they got you like, what the fuck? Yeah, don't be that guy. And then we be talking you on the fuck up of the day.
Like you guys were like looking at my work computer to put the content together for today.
Yeah, you good, Kay? Because this is all good.
It's like so fun because it's like there's literally someone doing something dumb every day.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every day. There's guaranteed I will always have a job. Someone will be doing something dumb. But
yeah, somebody's always doing some dumb shit.
Obviously, someone at work will see this.
That's to get the fuck out of here, man, because that's what I'm saying. Alexa, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here, right? Get the fuck out of the house.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my house.
I'll be opting out on my Ring, and I don't have Alexa, and I never planned on getting one, but I will be opting out on my Ring tonight.
Yeah, because Ring, they own all that shit, man. Amazon has Blink. I'm not sure about Ring, but I know
is owned by Ring, aren't they? Arlo.
Who? Arlo. Oh yeah, Arlo. Yeah, Arlo. Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of that shit, man. That's Like I said, man, it's you're being watched, man, all day. So wherever you think you're not being watched, you're being watched, man. Outside the restrooms, the only place, and let me tell y'all this, the only place they can't put one in is the fitting rooms and the restrooms. That's it. That's the only privacy you got is in the fitting rooms and the restroom. And soon they might fucking change that shit. But that's the only place I've never installed, and we don't even run cable over that shit, man. So there's fitting rooms and restrooms. You guys lucky. Do your shit there, man. So that's a tip you got from Unapologetic Reeve. Do your shit there. You want to sneak off? Restroom, fitting room.
Unless you got the neighborhood pervert, the cats that put the cameras in the shower heads.
Yeah. Unless you got some motherfucker like that.
Unless you got one of those cats in your neighborhood.
Right. So, but other than that, you got the fitting room, restroom. Do your thing there, man. Get you another laptop. Yeah. All right? Let's get into the topic of today. Is men versus women secrets revealed. So being that I told you in the beginning when I, in the intro, I said that we were supposed to have another guest. She opted out. She did the opt out of the show. She must have heard the show, opted out, said I got to opt out. Whatever. But
that's a really good reason.
Yeah. So the show must go on. So everybody loves Kay. And ladies love cool Kay. So that's why we got Kay. And Kay is going to Kay is what you call, she's a fighter, man. She can deal with me and C. If we had three of us here, she'll deal with all of us. She'll handle all of us, no problem. It'll be easy. Yeah, all right. So I want C to because we got some questions prepared for.
Yeah.
We got some questions prepared.
Yeah, but chivalry is not dead, so it's gonna be ladies first.
I knew you guys would say that.
just so our viewers know what's gonna happen is Kay gets to ask 5 questions that she's always wanted to know about men, and then after we give her our answers, we get to ask Kay 5 questions that we've always wanted to know about women.
Right.
So,
man, that's a lot of pressure. I was hoping you'd be like, no, guys can go first. Okay. First one is, I'm going to hit it hard with put on your marriage cap, right? I'm talking about marriage. That's the topic.
Okay.
So why do men cringe when you talk about marriage?
That is, you know what? That is legit. That is a legit question. That's a legitimate question. Let me get in my Kevin Samuels, and I'm gonna let the conductor.
Oh no!
I'm gonna let the conductor. I'm gonna cross my leg and do the Kevin Samuels thing over here.
Go ahead and leave this meeting. Just kidding. No, I really want to know. So I'll give you some context, right? So I was in a long relationship, and it was really great. It's one of those relationships that nothing was wrong, but it's like you're in a great relationship, but it was not leading towards anything beyond that, right? And I'm not just asking in terms of just about me. It's like every time a topic of marriage is brought up, and this is not just me speaking, but like my friends that I'm in kind of my circle, a lot of them said that their partner, whether they're married or not, would say that their other half would be super uncomfortable talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it might be a generational thing.
Are we cringing at just the mention of the word?
Hey, I do want to say I just turned 40, so the spectrum of my friends are up to 40 years old. So,
Okay.
I mean,
yeah. Welcome aboard, Kay, to the 40/40 Club.
Thanks.
Welcome aboard to the 40/40 Club.
I feel extra, like, knowledgeable, I guess I would say. Wisdom is definitely overnight.
Wisdom happened overnight. I told you. What I tell you? It's going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
I told you. As soon as you enter 40, it's like, oh, you got to go. You got to go. You cool. It's this. Everything changes.
Have gone down.
Yeah.
Tremendously. Yeah.
No, but all right. So I'm gonna let the conductor start that.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's right.
No, see his experience. He's
Are we the real answers or
the real answer? Because I asked a real question. I think the people
no?
want to know.
But I think
we got to be real. We can't. This is the real unapologetic.
This is real. This is real. I think that's mostly, especially for younger cats, because look, every cat is I think it's just the finality of it. That's what it is. Just knowing that, you know what, this is it. What I'm choosing right here, if I do it right, this is it. I'm gonna be waving at the freak train as it goes by, you know. So it's just I think it's just for most men, it's just the finality. Like, you know, if they're not married, they think that there's something else better might come up. That they just like, look, this is it. If I do this, I'm locked down for life. Even though you got some men who don't consider marriage being locked down for life, but that's the thought in their back of the head. This is it. I'm done.
Then, on the other hand, you have the guy that has had a bad experience.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to move forward because he knows everything is good right here. And it's that old thing. If it's not broke, why fix it? So he feels like he's going to fix something that's not broke. And he's like, it's working perfectly. We get along. It's good. I don't want to mess this up. But the fact I've seen is that people get married. They'll be married for 15 years. No, they date for 15 years and then get married and then be together for like 2 years and then boom, divorced. The other side to that is because now this is on the spiritual side. I believe in being equally yoked. And if you're not equally yoked and it's uneven, and anytime you merge anything together and you merge, all that shit's gonna come out in the open now. And it's not that it's not that it was, you know, it was always there, and it wasn't that they never seen it. It's just that the fact that you got to bring this stuff forward now. So now when you bring it forward, everything merges, all that shit comes out, and that's why a lot of relationships end so quickly because, you know, like I said, you're dating for 13 years. She doesn't see that guy's true colors until she's actually merged with him. And when he's merged, it changes a lot of things because I can say, for one, women look at the paperwork of the certificate like it's a deed. Like, I own your ass now. I own you. You're mine. You're my property. It's like she got a cow. Like, I got a cow. This is my cow. Put a bell around it. And when I ring it, you better come running. And
it's like saying, like, when you're not married, but you're like together, you're living together, you're sleeping together. That's literally milking the cow for free.
Right. So then now when she gets it, she gets the cow. That's why I said it's like a cow. So she gets the cow. And now she's like, boom, I get to ring this bell anytime. And if he doesn't listen, If he doesn't come when I ring that bell, there's a problem. So I think that's why the marriage goes down and tanks so fast, because I think women, and I'm, like I said, I don't want to generalize, but from my experience, I think women, they take that certificate, that ownership, and they take advantage of it instead of realizing we didn't do anything. All we did is basically say, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. That's all I did.
That's a really good point. I appreciate that perspective, because I think, like, I'm speaking for myself, right? I'm not going to speak to all women or most women, but I think, like, some people really want that. For me, I wanted someone to say, this is my person. And I'm going to tell everyone that is within reach of her that this person is my half, right? Or not my half. I don't like to say better half. That's like, that just gives me like cringe. But like, this is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and I want everyone to know, right? Like, that's the type of declaration. Not so much like, I own your ass, like, you're mine. That type of possessiveness is a little like toxic for me. Like, I'm like, ooh, nope.
Right.
Yeah. Nothing like rings the alarm bells for me other than that possessiveness.
All right.
How many questions do you guys have?
We just don't. You can't go in our plan. This is our plan.
All right, hit me.
This is a nice light one, but it's a question guys want to know.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is the problem with leaving the toilet seat up?
Oh my God.
Yeah, what's the big deal with that?
No, seriously, women make a big problem out of that.
Everybody, every freaking woman.
Okay, you know what? Again, I'm not going to speak on behalf of all women or most women. I'm going to speak from my perspective. It is disgusting. Okay, I'm a clean freak. Like, COVID probably got my clean freak like up the next level. I just think it's unsanitary. It's disgusting. It smells. You can't smell your own smell.
All right, so you talking about the seat cover. We talking about just the seat.
It's gross. Needs to go down. I don't want to see.
Okay, but all right. But now, isn't that being selfish towards the person you love? You don't want to touch the seat, but it's okay for him to touch the seat 20 times a day if he going to the bathroom. He got to lift it up and put it down. So it's okay for him to touch, but he's going to touch you afterwards. So.
Right.
I hope you wash
it. You might even, if you're a freak, you might even suck his fingers or something. So.
Yeah.
Let's be real. This is the real shit.
That's my point. That's my point. Okay, what are your choices? If we say, okay, I'm gonna leave the toilet seat down, and we don't lift the toilet seat up when we go to the bathroom, and we get a little sprinkle on it, you're gonna hear about that. If we leave it up, we're gonna hear about that. So I mean, come on.
I was told that you guys at night, you guys don't like it. This was the reason, and somebody told me that at night a woman doesn't like it because she falls into the toilet.
That has happened a few times, yeah.
And how dumb is that though? Turn the fucking light on or put your hand. Like, stop blaming us.
So okay, so this is the next question. So what? When you're at night, y'all go to the bathroom with your eyes closed?
Right.
Real question: do any of you turn on the lights when you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night? Any of you?
But if I was to sit down and take a shit, I'm gonna see if the toilet seat is there. I am gonna check and be like, is a fucking toilet seat there?
It's
like
common courtesy. You know what? So there was like this video, I think it was on Instagram because I'm not on TikTok. But it was like that Bruno Mars song that I'm gonna leave the door open. And it's like the door open and literally all the cabinets are open, the fridge is open. And it's this wife talking about her husband leaving shit open. And I'm like, yes, that's actually exactly what it was like when I was with my ex. And, you know, he was a nice guy. He actually would put the toilet seat down because I just never turned on the lights. And I'm half asleep. And I go in and I've fallen into the toilet. So that's no fun.
I've never fell into the toilet.
It's common courtesy, but you know, like I have this saying: are you willing to go to war for something like that? Like, is that something really you would break up with someone over? Like,
no, I wouldn't. But can she ask the same question?
Sure. Okay, so this one will be about women making more money than you. What is intimidating about a woman that makes more than you do? Why is
You know
that
what?
intimidating?
I'll be the first to answer that. It doesn't bother me. I don't give a shit. I'm not intimidated. I wouldn't be intimidated if we are a team. That's ours, like mine and hers. We together. It's us. We're growing together. So I'm honestly, I want to ask men that because I've never understood it to the point where if you and her are working together, unless you feel like you're not gonna be with her, maybe that's the reason. But if this is your girl and you like, yo, this is my buddy, this is my future, you shouldn't be intimidated. That's you helping your household. Your household is one. So you shouldn't be intimidated as a man. And if you are intimidated, step your shit up. Step your shit up. Step your shit up and do more. Do more work.
Yeah. Yep. I feel the same way. I mean, I had this discussion at work one time with some of the guys, and you'd be surprised at how many guys say that they wouldn't be able to handle it. And I'm like, why? Why? I mean, it like Reef said, if y'all are a team, that's yours. That's y'all are sharing that.
Yeah, y'all a team, right?
Y'all are a team, right?
Unless you selfish, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, then I could see why you like that's shit me and C say bitch nigga. That's that, because that's like a bitch nigga move. You know what I'm saying? It's just if y'all are a team and you have that fear, it's like you got to get over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we don't have an issue with that. And another thing is that's probably what Kay said about Kevin Samuels. Small dick. What would you call it?
I as soon as I asked myself that question, I was like, oh, it's small dick energy. That's why.
Small dick energy, and that's another small dick energy attitude right there. I gotta say that because I think if you, regardless of what, if you handling your business all the way around, it don't fucking matter. She ain't gonna kick for shit, and you ain't gonna give a shit because she gonna know who daddy is in the house.
So me and Reef don't agree. We don't think it's a problem, but we want to hear from some guys who think it's a problem. Leave a comment, drop us an email and explain why you feel
Don't swipe by my profile when you see me on an app. I don't want to talk.
Subscribe to the channel. You know
How many questions do you guys have? Because I'm
can't get in the business.
Look, we got a list that we can pick from.
That's awesome.
See, how'd your list see? Don't let her see this list.
Yeah, I got it. It's covered up.
You got it?
Why do women overanalyze everything that we say and everything that we do? I mean, sometimes
it looks like my third question.
Sometimes it'd be like, okay, how come you're holding your fork that way today?
Oh,
is something wrong? I had a splinter in my finger earlier today, so but are you sure everything come on?
Right. It's a great question. And again, I'm not going to say all women, most women. I'm going to just talk about my perspective, right? Like, I think I once got a comment and I didn't appreciate the comment because I thought it was a little sexist because it's like, oh, women are so intuitive. Yeah, we have sensors up all the time, right? Like the feminine energy is very much a receptor, right? It's a constant satellite receiving data. And these data could be verbal and nonverbal. And so like, it's kind of like the best way to describe it is like it's the way that a voice changes, like tone and inflection to what they call you, to habits, like they usually kiss you in the morning, but they skip it. Those are things that are women like. I like to say no response is a response. A half response is still a response, right? Those types of verbal, nonverbal communication are very sensitive in terms of that feminine energy. I believe in feminine energy, and I believe that When you're a feminine energy, you're a receiver of everything. And little things like not getting up to say hi, to like a different way that you greet someone, to a different kiss. Those are messages, and they have so many things. But I don't like to say women do this. I like to say people do this. We tell ourselves really good stories, and if we are not good at separating thoughts and feelings and emotions, those are three things: thoughts, feelings, emotions. You become a victim of your receptors. So you're receiving information, and those three things become one message to you, versus you sitting back and go, okay, fact is, he didn't text me back. Here's my feeling. I'm feeling ignored and not seen. The emotion I'm feeling is sadness, but the story in my head is saying he's with someone else. So that is a type of exercise that not a lot of people practice, because that takes a lot of emotional awareness and EQ and therapy. I say it in every podcast: go to therapy. It helps you. It's almost free. But I think women are very intuitive, and that's a feminine energy. And because of that, little things like you came home and like you bought something different to eat for dinner. You're like, huh, that's interesting. Why would you do that? You've all of a sudden started putting the toilet seat down. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, when did you become so
right? The new girl telling them
something. Door when you go to a restaurant, like, oh, that's new. When did you start doing that? Like, it's literally, and so in these instances, the communication is key, right? Bringing it up to your partner. Hey, I really noticed you're doing this. Everything okay with you and stuff like that? That's the feminine energy. It's trying to put up another antenna, and the masculine energy is supposed to reciprocate that by reassuring, leading, directing, and putting into the thoughts of, hey, the story you're telling yourself is fictional. It's not the truth. But
hey,
yeah,
I like that. I like
that. Clap for that one. See, that was very well explained. You hit it on the head. That was, hey, I believe that's what you guys do. I believe you guys have all that shit going on. And like you said, if a woman doesn't understand how to separate those three, they get tangled up, and then it becomes the man's problem. Like, hey, this is the truth.
It's not a negative, and I think that's
it's not a negative, but it's something that, like you said, therapy.
So like processing information is a chemical reaction to your external environment, right? So it's science, right? It's science. Yeah. And the way that we process information is, as humans, is just different in terms of how our chemical makeup and our environmental sensors are. So there's studies about like how women are, like, girls are raised, boys are raised, blah, 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 blah. Like, humans are way too complex, so you can't say all women do this and all men do this. But like, if you can just be aware and then like have no ego and receive it, I think that's the biggest thing, is having no ego. But I'm human. I'm sensitive.
Right.
I've had my moments like, fuck that guy.
That's that emotional right there. Yeah. All right. So, LL Cool K, let's hear your next question.
Why are men so hard to communicate with?
Huh?
I don't.
But I think most women would love more communication, is what I'm saying. And I think one of the most common questions I get with a lot of my friends who are single and dating, or even in relationship, like, man, I wish they would communicate more. And I'm like, that's a great question. I'll ask.
All right. So, see, I'm gonna start off first, and then you can go dive in. So I'm gonna say the reason, there's, like, again, there's two kinds of men. There's the man that's in touch and in tune with his emotions and his thoughts, and everything. He's in tune with the relationship. He's okay with being vulnerable. He's masculine. And he has strong positive masculine energy. So he'll communicate with you. The other guy, Les.
His name is Kevin Samuels.
He feels safe. So Les, he feels safe. He feels safer with the less he answers, the less he talks, the less he gives her. She doesn't have anything to use against him. So she can't analyze as much. So the less he gives, that's why a lot of guys talk less. They'll walk out, or they're so easy to dismiss something, because if he doesn't respond, that's his answer. And he'd rather not respond, so she's confused. Because men know women need to communicate. They need that because women need to make a decision. That's how women move forward. A woman can't even leave a relationship at the end, and she'll still be broken because she needs closure, because that communication was never there. So she'll need closure, and the less he gives, he still holds her. So what women need to do is realize, majority of the times, if you're dealing with a man like that, he hasn't matured yet, he hasn't grown up, and he's not there yet. But if he really loves you, and this man really loves you, and he's into you, he'll talk to you, he's going to communicate with you, and he's going, it's going to be an open book. He'll be an open book because he loves you and he's into you. If he doesn't communicate with you, just let it go. That's it.
Like it.
So, C, go ahead, C.
Yeah, and I think it's not that we don't communicate. I think it's that women don't feel we communicate the way they want us to communicate. And when I say that, men tend to be very succinct in their answers. We don't like a lot of I don't want to minimize it, but we don't like a lot of minutia in our conversation. We want to hear, if I'm talking to Reef, and Reef, I went skiing the other day, man. I missed the tree about that much. Reef's response was like, that had to be scary. And that's the end of the conversation. I got across what I wanted to say. He gave a response. We're good with that. But women will be like, you almost hit a tree? What was the temperature? How deep was the snow? What kind of tree was it? Were there other people? We don't want to. The worrying comes out too. I'm still here, so there's a beginning to the story and the end. We don't like going off on all the side streets and down the alleys and all of that to get to the same point. We want to go from point A to point B. So I don't think it's a matter of not liking to communicate. I think men and women just communicate different.
Yeah, I think the level of vulnerability needs to be you always have to put your armor down when you're having conversations, right? With your other half. You have to just assume the best intentions and then always show up with, I think, show up to understand, not to just make a point, right? And a lot of times we always just want to say what we want to say and leave it at that. But we don't want to hear a response to what we want to say, right? So it's a good point.
Let me get on my Kevin Samuels shit. Let me see. You want you a high dollar nigga?
Episode of toxic men. And
you trying to get a high dollar nigga, and you want him to talk. How much money you bringing to the table?
I'm not going to compare. I don't like comparing people to people, but this guy is the type of person who probably has 5 cars and does an unboxing on the weekends to show what companies are selling him, and then takes selfies with his Rolexes and fancy watches.
So that's that woman's intuition. She could tell all of that about him just by looking at him.
Right. This guy screams, I need love, and I didn't get enough of it when I was a kid, and this is how I'm showing my self-love. It's it's internal validation is such a big thing. And on his page, he's our modern women are men's business. I'm nothing says I'm insecure than questioning how women are. You need to focus on yourself. Why is this?
Right, let's get off Kevin says I
don't like this guy.
Okay, don't like this guy.
Report his profile so he can get kicked off of Instagram.
All right, so let's give our last question here.
Okay.
All right, you gotta make this one a banger. We've been letting her off the hook. We've been giving
All
her
right,
the
all right.
stuff.
We've been letting off the hook. I got you on this one. Do women think about sex more than men, just as much as men, or less than men? And if it's just as much or more, why do they deny it?
Okay. I mean, I don't even know how much men think about sex. I don't think about that. Is that even a thing? Like how often do guys think about sex?
All right, let's say this. Do women think about sex a lot?
Well, no, not me. Well, again, I'm going to speak on myself.
I mean, you're around your friends, so is it always coming up as a topic?
No.
No.
No. And I have lots of girlfriends.
So y'all don't talk about sex a lot?
No. No.
I think y'all be denying shit. That's why we asked.
This is supposed to be real. This is supposed to be real, okay? Now, come on.
I know, I'm serious. Okay, so I'll kind of give context to a bunch of people who probably are listening, like probably not knowing. So I'm single, 40, and I'm one of those girls that have really a ton of girlfriends, but I have a few really good girlfriends, like hardcore. If I was to like get in trouble, these are the three girls I would call, right? I have them. And I talk to one or two of those three girlfriends almost every day, like via text and stuff. And then at least once a week, I do a girls' date with one of my best friends, and then another, like get together. So I'm one of those girls, but we don't talk about guys. Well, we talk about guys, but we don't talk about sex.
How about you thinking? We said thinking about sex.
About sex. No.
So is it a thing? Let me ask this question:
Is it
out of sight, out of mind? So is it an out of sight, out of mind?
Out of mind, and like of course I'll add this, like I self-please, so I like believe in having toys and self-pleasure and meditation. I work out, I eat. Like I'm one of those, like I am always taking care of it.
All right, so no, being that you didn't ask that, there's no thing. We're gonna give you number two, being it was so short. So why do women always go to the bathroom together, and what really goes on in there?
Yeah, we talk about the guys. We talk about whether or not they're cute. We talk about other women, which is probably a shitty behavior. So if you're one of those women that trashes other women, you can talk about self-care and women empowerment, but you're a shitty woman. If you talk about other women, I will say that, and you can put that on record. We talk about other things like, what are you doing tomorrow? What are you wearing? Does my butt look big? Things that you think women talk about, but we don't talk about guys half of the time.
Yet they always complain that the line to the ladies' bathroom is super long. You know why? Because you're taking three friends with you every time you go.
Yeah, y'all need to pay.
Let me ask you something. So y'all have to go in a pack? Is that like the thing?
For fun. It's
What's fun about the bathroom?
It's catching up in a quiet area where no one is looking at you. Here's the thing, like being leered at and being touched and like constantly looking over your back to make sure that nobody's coming at you. Like women like have a safe space in a bathroom. You're not being looked at by guys and groped. Like every time I've ever been to a bar, someone has approached and groped me. I kid you not. It is a normal thing. That never happens in a women's bathroom. I can literally like touch myself, open my shirt, adjust my bra, put on lipstick, and guys wouldn't look at me like I'm a piece of meat. But like that's why like women like to go together, because it's a safe space. It's an area for us to reconnect and talk about how much fun we're having and compliment each other and bring each other up before going back into the world where we're always constantly being judged and put on a pedestal. Women are constantly groped at a bar. I see it all the time, done to other people and done to me. I've once punched someone at a bar. Straight up.
Wow.
I was like, you messed with the wrong bitch. And I literally punched him. It was great.
Oh, shit.
Like, I didn't,
okay.
You know what?
Now we know the
I learned
girls' bathroom
But
line.
I got one more question from that though, because this now I think, let me see, I had to be in high school or freshman year of college. No, it was probably freshman year of college. Me and my friend were double dating, and the girls didn't know each other. And I'm saying, she said to the other girl, "Hey, I'm going to the bathroom. You want to go?" And the other girl goes, "I don't have to go, but I'll go with you." So what is
Yeah,
she doing
I
in
seen
the
that shit.
bathroom? What is she doing in the bathroom while the other girl is going to the bathroom?
hockey.
I just don't get it.
They don't know each other
So
though.
there's
That's
also
where they
like
meet.
one of the things when I was growing up is to not go anywhere alone.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you want to make sure someone is kind of like you don't get grabbed or taken, or someone like it's a safety thing. I was taught that when I was younger, to not go to the bathroom by myself. It's just a thing. It's harder to kidnap two girls versus one.
Right. All right. So, fellas, you heard it here.
It's a way
We're
for
gonna-
you to get to know someone without other people around you. So I've done that. Like my ex's sister, that's how I got to know her. We shared, it's gonna be on the internet, but we smoked something in the bathroom together, and it's not it was marijuana in the bathroom, but like that's how we like became
So
friends.
that's how y'all get the. But that's why the girls' bathroom line is always so long.
It's a no judgment zone.
Yeah, 22 of y'all got to go together. Hey, you want to go? Yeah, we all go. They got to catch up, and you got 12 other girls waiting outside. Like, we want to get in there and do our fucking meeting too. We want to have our Zoom meeting.
Like, hey girl, that looks good on you. Thanks, friend. Thank you. Thanks, girlfriend. You look good too. That's exactly. We go in there for like, so it talks about external validation, right? You validate who you are when you go into the bathroom, and then you go back out into the world, the wild, wild west of a bar.
Okay, so fellas, there's a lot of shit going on, man.
Okay, just learned,
just there's a lot of shit going on.
There's so much.
Part two.
Part two. That's true. I don't even know why you said 5.
3, 4, and 5 too.
Part 2. We need 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 12. So it's a lot of shit going on. It. Now we know why the women's bathroom line is so fucking long. 30 of them go together. It's a whole. They got to bring the whole team. All 6 of them.
Smaller bladders. Come on.
So it's really, guys, when you see that girl in the line, it's not one girl. That's the team. That's all of them. It's like 8 of them. When the line is like 41, that's 8 of them are together, 6 of them are together there, 4 of them. So that's why the line is so long, because everybody's going together. Guys, we don't do that shit. And if a guy ever asks me to go to the bathroom with you, I'll probably punch you like Kay said he punched. Don't ever ask me that shit. I'm not going to the bathroom with you to catch up with you.
You guys not talk when you go to the
take a piss. No, I want to
absolutely not
take a piss and don't talk. I don't want to talk to you while I'm pissing, holding my dick. That's that.
It's not a thing like, hey, boo, great outfit.
I don't want him talking to me going, hey, buddy, hey,
your girlfriend's cute.
It's like, no.
Is that girl like taken? Is she your girlfriend? No, that's not how you say it.
No, we don't do none of that shit.
No.
We wait till we done, and either at the end of the night we catch up like, yo, that was nice, man. That was a nice one you was. When you meet her, we done at the night. Like in the bathroom, I go in, piss, won't wash my hands. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
We out. We don't fucking none of the.
It's the bathroom. That's what it's for. To use the bathroom.
Get the fuck out of there. I don't want to.
It's not a conference room.
I don't want to be in the stall. I'm in the stall going, hey, C, how you doing in there? Oh, I'm doing in here, Reeve. Hey, that date you on, is she cool? She what? No. If C said something to me, I'm gonna be like, cuz, let me take a shit, man. Like,
no, you guys, no.
The bathroom, the men's bathroom is quiet as shit.
That's it.
Quiet.
That sounds so boring.
All you hear is flushing and water running. That's it.
That's it. We the fuck out of there.
Talking, huh? Wow.
That's it. We don't want to be in here. It's not something we like, hey, we glad to go to the bathroom together. Like, no, we get the fuck out of there.
Like, hey, girl, you look good. Thanks, friend.
No. None of that shit.
Oh, it's too bad.
Not what you can't do that in there. That's not the place.
Maybe that's where that small dick energy comes from. That whatever Kevin Samuel.
No, he'll probably do that shit. He'll probably be in the bathroom doing that shit. Like
nobody talks to Kevin, I'm sure.
He'll probably be asking other cats, "Yo, how I look?
How I look, right?
My shirt nice today."
Hey, you know what, guys? We don't really give a shit what
You know
another.
What? You're right. You're right.
We don't care what a guy thinks how we look. I don't give a shit. I'm like, yo, my shit is. I'm good. That's it.
Yeah. Women will always need validation, and we just have to learn how to validate ourselves.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that's it. That's it, ladies. Learn to validate yourself, and the bathroom line will get shorter, and you won't have to wait as long.
I still talk to everyone.
Yeah, maybe y'all still will. But all right, so this is episode number 25 on RNU with Reeve, C, and LL Cool K. Thank you for watching. We out of here.
Yep. Hit that like button, subscribe, and comment.